Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we have another article by Adam Frommel predicting the 2023 NBA All-Stars. So it's currently the 2018 NBA season. So this is 5 years from now, which 5 years seems like a long time. It really is not in the long scheme of things. So here we go, guys. We are going to see if we agree with the selections of Adam Frommel for the 2023 NBA All-Stars. Let's see if there's any players we should add to this list. Let's see if there's any players that we feel don't even belong on this list just based on how they are in the NBA right now, or maybe if they are going to potentially be a bust in the NBA future. So here we go. Number one, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo. So at this point, he is going to be only 28, which is just absolutely crazy to think about because like he already plays like an MVP at the age of 23, currently averaging 28 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, about 2 steals, 1 block per game. It's like, how do we expect him to improve on those numbers? But he probably will somehow. I do think eventually he'll probably be closer to about 8 assists per game as his NBA knowledge just ups even more. So yeah, I definitely see him being an all-star, you know, when he's really in his prime at the age of 28. Next up, we have DeAndre Ayton of the Arizona Wildcats. So this dude has been like the best college player. In 2023, he is going to be the age of 24. As we all know, he's going to be like probably the number 1 pick in the NBA draft this upcoming offseason, averaging about 20 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, about half a steal, about 2 blocks per game. So he looks like a player that is going to be able to dominate on the offensive end and on the defensive end of things. As far as like a player comparison, guys, give me a player comparison that you have for DeAndre Ayton in the comment section below. It says like he mirrors Karl-Anthony Towns, who's a beast right now in the NBA himself. Probably going to be a freaking all-star himself, Karl-Anthony Towns, that is. All right, next up we have Lonzo Ball, who is going to be 25. Current team Los Angeles Lakers, injured as of right now. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see how Lonzo Ball's career plays out. I'm personally not a Lonzo Ball hater. Just because, like, you know, the stuff that goes on with his dad, all those crazy antics, it doesn't really affect who he is as a basketball player, and nor should it. Like, it shouldn't give, like, it should not, like, change our opinions on what type of basketball player he could really be, right? So right now he's averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. But I will say that when it comes to the NBA All-Star game, a lot of the voting does come down to popularity. And Lonzo Ball definitely makes headlines and is definitely one of the more popular players in the NBA. Even people that hate on this man, haters, you know, still is publicity. So I definitely could see it happening. I don't know if it'll be based solely on his basketball skill, but just kind of his name in the headlines. Next up, we have R.J. Barrett, who is currently on Monteverde Academy, committed to the Duke Blue Devils next NBA season. So right now in high school, he is averaging 27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and about 1 block a game. Those are definitely some beastly numbers out there. He'll only be 22 in 2023. So, you know, I personally don't see him as an all-star at the age of 22, just because, like, you know, you got guys like Devin Booker who have not even made all-star teams yet. So I don't think he will do it that early in his NBA career, unless he really comes out. He's just like, you know, rookie of the year and just putting up numbers like that, which even in that case, it still might not happen because you look at Ben Simmons, who's not on the all-star team, right? So I don't think he will be at that young of age. Now, assuming he does become a great NBA basketball player, then yeah, he definitely will make them. Just might be a little later on in his NBA career. Next up, we have Bradley Beal. Yeah, Bradley Beal is one of the best shooting guards in the NBA right now alongside John Wall. It's crazy how well he is playing without John Wall on his team. So it is going to be interesting, man, to see, like, by the time that season comes around, what kind of contract he's going to have, if he's still going to be at the Wizards, or maybe he wants to be the number 1 option on a different team elsewhere, which is totally a possibility. But it's no doubt he is a great three-point shooter. He's going to get buckets, and at 29, he's, you know, that jump shot ain't going to go anywhere, so he's only going to improve on that. I can definitely see Bradley Beal being an all-star come 2023. Next up, yeah, we have Devin Booker. This is one player, guys, that just totally blows my mind that he is only going to be 26 at the age, or in the year 2023. Like, he's already, like, filling up the basket like crazy. No, the Phoenix Suns are not a very good team at all, but at the same time, that doesn't really affect his style of play or his stats or anything like that. Like, he's still getting the numbers out there, still putting up the crazy stats at the age of like 21 right now. So yeah, Devin Booker will definitely warrant being on the All-Star team, no doubt. All right, next up we have Stephen Curry. So yeah, Stephen Curry will be 34, but I mean, even at 34, Stephen Curry's style of play is more finesse-based and not so much athletic-based, if that makes sense. Where it's like, I feel like he is going to be a great NBA player, probably right till the very end, like till he's 39, 40 years old if he decides to play for that long. It says right here that point guards tend to decline dramatically as they enter their 30s. I just really don't think that's going to be the case for Stephen Curry, just because like the jump shot is so, you know, it's such a huge part of his game. Eventually, could I see him shift over to a shooting guard role and maybe they get more of a point guard out there that handles the basketball? Yes, I could definitely see that. But Stephen Curry, as far as being able to launch up 10 3-pointers a game, I would want him doing that for my team when he's 34, and I think he'll definitely be an all-star because of it. All right, next up, another player, guys, that I can't believe is only, how old is he right now, guys? Like 23, 24 years of age, Anthony Davis. This dude is such a beast. Such a beast, and he's not even going to be 30 in 5 years. Right now, averaging 27 points, 11 rebounds, 2-3 assists. I can't imagine a season where Anthony Davis does not make the All-Star team. So I expect it to make up, right up to 2023 every single NBA season. All right, next up we have Luka Doncic. So this guy is from Real Madrid. A lot of hype behind this guy right here. Averaging 16.6 rebounds, 4.5 assists. He's only 18 right now, playing for Real Madrid. So I don't know. Usually like the European players, they are hit or miss. So while there is a lot of hype behind Luka Doncic, I am very curious to see if he actually does pan out in the NBA. I know another big name that was drafted was Mario Hezonja. Like, that dude was supposed to be like the next, he was supposed to be the European version of J.R. Smith, and then he went to the Orlando Magic and was just a bust. So a lot of it's going to come down to who drafts Luka Doncic, who invests in this man's talent, and what he does to invest in himself as a basketball player to see if he can make the All-Star team, at the age of 23 in the year 2023. Okay, next up we have, Kevin Durant. He's only going to be 34. He's still going to be one of the best players in the NBA, no doubt about that. So let's just move on from there. Kevin Durant, of course, will be an all-star. All right, next up we have the process. Joel Embiid, who will be 28. Right now he's averaging 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. One of the best centers in the NBA, was voted as a starter for the All-NBA team. So whether he's a starter or maybe just a role player or a bench player for the All-Star team, I definitely see him being on that come 2023. Next up we have James Harden, who will only be 33, guys. This video was showing me one thing, just how great of hands the NBA is currently in. So many of the players are young, guys. Like, these players are so freaking young right now, and these are like the franchise players of the NBA. So, and it's only going to get better as the draft classes, keep on coming out and stuff like that, and, other NBA players develop. So yeah, the future of the NBA is going to be exciting. All right, next up, Kyrie Irving. He will only be 30. Now, Kyrie Irving, a lot of his game is based off the speed and getting to the basket and things along those lines. He is still a great jump shooter and anything like that. So he is a player that I think will be very good, probably till he's like 35, 36. But another player, due to maybe slowing down a bit, speed could definitely become a factor for him. Although I will say that a lot of these players, they're so smart with the basketball. It's like, his strength is getting to the basket and, make some crazy shots, a lot of athletic-based shots. But at the same time, come 30, it's just going to be like, he is going to have to adjust how he plays the game of basketball. And he'll definitely put up all-star type numbers. Nikola Jokic, this dude in the real life NBA just had a crazy triple-double of it was like 20-something points. I think he dropped 17 assists, guys. He is a center and dropped 17 assists and also 12 rebounds. I mean, I watch this guy a lot on I see a lot of his highlights on Twitter being posted, some of the passes he does. He is the ideal candidate for being an all-star just because he's so much fun to watch. I really do think he should have made it this NBA season. I feel like the Denver Nuggets are not always the most renowned NBA team. People don't really pay all that much attention to them, which kind of hurts him. But yeah, Jokic, I think definitely should have been an all-star this season, let alone the 2023 season. That's the case for that. All right, now we have Kawhi Leonard. So barring injury, because Kawhi Leonard, we don't know if he's going to come back and be the same NBA player. So assuming that's not the case, Kawhi Leonard, he's only going to be 31. He'll still be one of the best two-way players in the NBA, filling up on the offensive end and playing some mad defense and shutting down other players on the defensive end. All right, Donovan Mitchell. Okay, so at the making of this video, guys, Utah Jazz are on an 11-game winning streak behind the rookie Donovan Mitchell. I will say, guys, I like Luke Kennard and the Pistons. I was a little mad when we drafted him just because, because the last player we got from Duke was Kyle Singler, and we all know how that turned out. Now, while I do like Luke Kennard, I am mad salty that we could have had Donovan Mitchell on our team. Although Sam Van Gundy would have benched him and he would have never played. So yeah, I'm really actually happy for the Utah Jazz for getting Donovan Mitchell after losing Gordon Hayward, and that's definitely a future NBA superstar in the making. All right, next up we have Jamal Murray. This one's kind of interesting. He will be 25, currently averaging 16 points, 4 rebounds. So what it's going to come down with Jamal Murray is if he decides to stay in the Western Conference, or how the balance of the conferences kind of shift out and everything like that. Just because while he does put up good numbers at only the age of 20, there's always been so many great guards in the Western Conference. It's very hard to make an All-NBA or to make an NBA All-Star team just in that conference, let alone any conference in general. So we'll see if that works out or not. Next up, Victor Oladipo of the Indiana Pacers. Yeah, another player. He's only going to be 30 in 2023. He'll be like just kind of exiting out of his all prime, but at the same time, he'll still be putting up numbers probably till he's like 35, 36. Right now, averaging 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Assuming this is just not like a fluke NBA season, which I don't think it is. Yeah, Victor Oladipo will be good for many years to come and will be an all-star. All right, another player, guys, Kristaps Porzingis. He will only be 27 in 5 years. I really do hope that he comes back from his ACL injury nice and healthy and everything like that, because that's the scary thing about these 7'3" dudes is that when they get major leg injuries like that, they can linger around for the rest of your NBA career. I mean, one player to note is Yao Ming, who was 7'6", had a lot of like foot injuries, and it just kind of stuck around with him forever. So, which is why he retired at such a young age. I think he retired like the age of 28 or something like that. So hopefully that does not happen with Kristaps. Hopefully he's not plagued by, you know, ACL injuries throughout, or other type of injuries throughout his NBA career, and can come back and become an all-star. All right, Cameron Reddish. So he is currently at Westtown High School committed. Oh my God, yo, Duke is gonna be a crazy team next season. Averaging 28 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.5 steals. Yeah, if he averages anywhere near those type of numbers in the NBA, he will definitely be an all-star. Once again, age 23, for the most part, is a little bit too young to make an all-star team unless you really have one of those crazy type of NBA seasons. I mean, just like, you know, it has to be the type of season where you're just like, we've never seen anything like this before. This dude has to make the all-star team. All right, Ben Simmons. Yeah, we all know about Ben Simmons. I mean, trust the process, man. This dude has been killing it in the NBA in his rookie NBA season. Should be, I don't know, who do you think is rookie of the year? Ben Simmons or Donovan Mitchell? I think it's an argument can be made for either one of these guys, but at the end of the day, both players could be rookie of the year, and both players are going to be future all-stars. And now we got Jason Tatum, who is looking like a beast on the Boston Celtics. Now, this one, the only way I can agree with this is if they somehow find a way to insert Jason Tatum into the Boston Celtics starting lineup when Gordon Hayward comes back. If not, I feel like they need to trade Jason Tatum for something out there, maybe a future draft pick, or maybe a future, you know, maybe like a superstar center, like a DeMarcus Cousins or Anthony Davis, some sort of package along those lines, just because, like, Jason Tatum is not going to make the All-Star team as the sixth man of the Boston Celtics, and nor should he, because he is a great small forward. I mean, his scoring, his shooting numbers have been off the charts for the most part this NBA season. Last few games, it's been a little, you know, not the greatest, but a lot of that comes down to just, you know, being a fatigued 19-year-old who's never played this many basketball games before. So, yeah, Jason Tatum, future All-Star, assuming he finds himself in the right situation. Next up, we have Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, he'll only be 27. Another one of those really freaking young NBA superstar players that's like, how the hell are they this great at this young of age? And finally, we have James Wiseman, who is currently current team Memphis East undeclared class of 2019, averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds. Now, this is a player I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've not really heard about. I don't know what is he, like a center or something like that? Says he's just a raw 16-year-old, still the mix of 7-foot size, 7'4" length. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this dude is huge right here. Yeah, I mean, that's the case. He's only gonna be 21, so another case of I don't think he'll make the All-Star team at that young of age. But who knows what this man will do out there. He's only 16, so he has got a lot of hard work ahead of him. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below, guys, which players was missed. I'm sure there was a lot of them out there that you guys are probably like, yo, how the hell is that not going to happen? One player I have to note is LeBron James. LeBron James is what, like 33, 34 right now, who chances are, unless he decides to be one of those players that retires early, he'll still be in the NBA, and he's going to make it based just off of popularity. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below who else should make the All-NBA team or All-NBA All-Star team in 2023, and which players on this list don't even belong. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.